You're standing in the middle of Belgrade at 2 a.m., and the city is just getting started. Music pours from underground clubs that feel like they were carved from the earth itself, while groups of friends laugh over plates of food that could feed entire families. The air smells like grilled meat, strong coffee, and possibility. This isn't Western Europe with its polished tourist attractions and predictable experiences. This is Serbia, where every street corner tells a story of survival, celebration, and stubborn joy in the face of everything history threw at this remarkable country. Welcome to Europe's most misunderstood nation, where your money stretches like nowhere else on the continent, where strangers become family after one shared drink, and where ancient traditions blend with modern ambitions to create something completely unique. Serbia doesn't appear on most travel bucket lists, doesn't feature in Instagram ads for European getaways, and certainly doesn't get the attention it deserves from travelers looking for authentic experiences without breaking the bank. But here's what the travel industry doesn't want you to know. Serbia offers everything you love about Europe without the crowds, without the inflated prices, and without the feeling that you're just another tourist consuming a manufactured experience. The food is hearty and real. The people are genuinely welcoming. The landscapes are stunning. And the culture is so rich and complex that you could spend years here and still discover something new every day. This isn't just another travel story about finding cheap places to visit. This is about discovering a country that refuses to be defined by its past, where resilience has been transformed into an art form, and where living well doesn't require an unlimited budget. You're about to learn how $600 can provide a month of experiences that would cost thousands in Paris or London, and why Serbia might just be the European adventure you never knew you needed. Now, before we dive deeper into Serbian life, let's get our bearings, because understanding where Serbia sits geographically and historically is crucial to appreciating why this country feels so different from the rest of Europe. Serbia occupies the heart of the Balkan Peninsula, surrounded by 8 different countries that tell the story of European complexity in miniature. To the north, you have Hungary representing Central European culture. To the west, Croatia and Bosnia reflect Mediterranean and Ottoman influences. To the south, North Macedonia and Bulgaria connect to Byzantine and Eastern traditions. This geographic position made Serbia a crossroads for empires, religions, and cultures for over 1,000 years. The Romans built cities here, the Byzantines established monasteries, the Ottomans ruled for centuries, and the Austro-Hungarians left their architectural mark. Each wave of history deposited cultural layers that create the complex identity you experience in modern Serbia. Walk through Belgrade, and you'll see Orthodox churches next to Ottoman-era buildings, Austro-Hungarian mansions alongside Communist-era architecture, and gleaming modern developments that represent Serbia's determination to write its own future. The Yugoslav period from 1918 to the 1990s created a unique blend of Balkan cultures under socialist organization that influenced everything from architecture to social attitudes. When Yugoslavia broke apart in the 1990s, Serbia faced economic sanctions, political isolation, and the challenge of redefining itself as an independent nation. The NATO bombing in 1999 left physical scars that are still visible in Belgrade, but it also strengthened a national character that values independence, resilience, and cultural pride above material comfort. Understanding this history helps explain why Serbians approach life with such intensity and why hospitality is treated as a sacred duty. When you've survived empires, wars, economic collapse, and international isolation, sharing what you have with visitors becomes both a point of pride and a declaration that your spirit remains unbroken. The warmth you'll experience in Serbia isn't tourism marketing. It's a cultural value that emerged from centuries of relying on community and family to survive whatever challenges appeared next. Modern Serbia covers about 77,000 square kilometers, making it roughly the size of Austria, but with half the population. The northern region of Vojvodina features flat plains that produce much of the country's agricultural wealth, while the southern regions include mountains, rivers, and forests that provide endless opportunities for outdoor adventures. The Danube River flows through the country, connecting Serbia to river trade routes that reach from Germany to the Black Sea. This geographic diversity means that Serbian culture varies significantly between regions, creating internal diversity that keeps the country interesting for long-term exploration. Vojvodina reflects Central European influences with excellent wine regions and multicultural cities like Novi Sad. Central Serbia, around Belgrade, combines urban sophistication with easy access to rivers and mountains. Southern Serbia features dramatic landscapes, medieval monasteries, and traditional lifestyles that feel unchanged for generations. Speaking of lifestyles, let's explore what daily life actually feels like in Serbia, because this is where you'll discover why living here on a modest budget isn't just possible, it's genuinely enjoyable. Serbian daily life operates on rhythms that prioritize human relationships over mechanical efficiency, creating social environments that feel increasingly rare in our fast-paced global economy. Your day in Serbia typically begins with coffee that's strong enough to wake the dead and social enough to constitute a morning ritual. Serbians don't just drink coffee, they perform coffee, turning simple caffeine consumption into extended social gatherings that can last hours. Cafe culture isn't about productivity or quick energy boosts, it's about maintaining relationships, sharing news, debating politics, and creating the social connections that make life meaningful. The morning coffee ritual happens in neighborhood cafes where everyone knows everyone else, where the barista remembers how you take your coffee without asking, and where sitting alone means you'll probably end up in conversation with strangers who become friends before you finish your cup. This isn't forced friendliness or tourism performance. It's genuine community life that operates according to social values rather than commercial efficiency. Work life in Serbia balances professional responsibilities with family obligations and social relationships in ways that might seem inefficient to visitors from more productivity-focused cultures. Lunch breaks are actual breaks, often lasting 2 hours and including social time that strengthens workplace relationships. Business meetings frequently include personal conversation, family updates, and relationship building that would be considered unprofessional in some cultures but is essential for trust building in Serbian business culture. Family life remains central to Serbian identity in ways that create both opportunities and challenges for foreign visitors. Extended families often live in close proximity. Sunday family meals are sacred institutions, and family obligations take precedence over individual desires in ways that might seem restrictive to people from more individualistic societies. However, this family-centered culture also means that visitors who earn acceptance into Serbian social circles often find themselves treated like family members with all the support and protection that relationship provides. The pace of life moves more slowly than in Western European capitals, but this creates space for deeper relationships and more thoughtful decision-making. Serbians value taking time to do things properly rather than doing them quickly, which affects everything from meal preparation to business negotiations. This slower pace can frustrate visitors who expect immediate service and rapid transactions, but it creates opportunities for authentic cultural interactions that simply aren't possible when everyone is rushing toward the next appointment. Shopping culture centers around local markets, neighborhood stores, and personal relationships with vendors who provide advice, extend credit, and treat customers as community members rather than anonymous consumers. The weekly farmers markets in every Serbian city and town offer fresh produce, local specialties, and social interactions that make grocery shopping a cultural experience. Vendors remember their regular customers, offer samples, and provide cooking advice that helps maintain traditional food culture. Evening life in Serbia extends late into the night, with restaurants, cafes, and social gatherings continuing until dawn during weekends and special occasions. This isn't just nightlife entertainment, It's social time that strengthens community bonds and provides opportunities for the kind of deep conversation that builds lasting relationships. The distinction between day and night social activities is less rigid than in many cultures, creating flexibility that allows social life to develop organically rather than according to scheduled time slots. Now let's talk about something that will make your $600 budget seem almost magical. Serbian food culture operates on principles of abundance, quality, and social sharing that create dining experiences you simply cannot find at any price point in most Western countries. Serbian cuisine reflects the country's complex history, with influences from Turkish, Hungarian, Austrian, and Mediterranean cooking traditions combined with local ingredients and preparation methods that have been perfected over generations. The foundation of Serbian eating is the concept that meals are social events, not just nutritional requirements. When Serbians invite you to eat, they're offering membership in their social circle, and the generosity of portions reflects the importance of the relationship. A typical Serbian meal includes multiple courses, extends for hours, and involves conversation, storytelling, and relationship building that makes the food secondary to the social experience. Let's start with Ćevapi, small grilled meat sausages served with onions, sour cream, and fresh bread that represent everything beautiful about Serbian food culture. The meat is prepared according to family recipes passed down through generations, grilled over wood fires that create flavors impossible to replicate with modern cooking methods, and served with accompaniments that complement rather than overwhelm the primary flavors. A full Ćevapi meal costs about $3 and provides enough food for 2 people, but the cultural experience of eating Ćevapi properly, slowly, socially, with appreciation for the preparation and ingredients, is priceless. Sarma, cabbage rolls stuffed with meat and rice, represents Serbian cooking at its most sophisticated. The preparation requires hours of careful work, with each roll individually assembled, and the entire dish slow-cooked until the flavors merge into something greater than the sum of its parts. When Serbian families make sarma, they make enough for extended family, neighbors, and unexpected guests, because sharing this labor-intensive dish demonstrates love and respect that goes far beyond simple hospitality. Kajmak, a dairy product that combines the best qualities of butter, cream cheese, and sour cream, appears at almost every Serbian meal and represents the country's agricultural abundance. Fresh kajmak has a richness and complexity that makes imported dairy products seem processed and artificial by comparison. Spread on fresh bread with a sprinkle of salt, kajmak becomes a complete meal that satisfies both hunger and the desire for authentic flavors. The bread culture in Serbia deserves special recognition because bread is not just a side dish. It's a sacred food that appears at every meal and is treated with religious respect. Serbian bread is baked fresh daily, often in neighborhood bakeries that start work before dawn to ensure warm bread is available for breakfast. The relationship between Serbian families and their neighborhood bakers often spans generations, with bread preferences, special orders, and payment arrangements that reflect community relationships rather than simple commercial transactions. Traditional kafanas, Serbian taverns that combine restaurant, bar, and social club functions, provide cultural experiences that can't be replicated in modern restaurants. These establishments often occupy buildings that have served food and drink for over a century, with recipes, preparation methods, and social traditions that create authentic cultural immersion. A meal at a traditional kafana includes live music, extended conversation with other patrons, and the kind of spontaneous celebration that transforms simple dinner into memorable cultural experience. Coffee culture in Serbia extends far beyond the morning ritual to include afternoon coffee, evening coffee, and social coffee that happens whenever people want to gather and talk. Serbian coffee is prepared Turkish style, served in small cups with sugar and conversation that can extend for hours. The cost of coffee is negligible, about 50 cents, but the social value is immeasurable. Because coffee drinking provides the framework for maintaining relationships that form the foundation of Serbian social life. Rakija, Serbian fruit brandy, represents the country's approach to celebration, hospitality, and cultural identity in liquid form. Most Serbian families either make their own rakija or have strong relationships with rakija producers who provide personalized products that reflect family preferences and traditional preparation methods. Rakija isn't just alcohol. It's medicine, celebration, hospitality, and cultural identity combined into a drink that connects Serbians to their agricultural roots and family traditions. The cost of eating well in Serbia creates almost surreal value propositions for visitors from Western countries. A full restaurant meal, including soup, main course, bread, and drink, costs between $5 and $8. Market shopping for fresh ingredients costs a fraction of Western prices while providing superior quality and freshness. Cooking at home using traditional Serbian recipes and local ingredients provides restaurant-quality meals for about $2 per person. But food isn't just about nutrition and cost. It's the gateway to understanding Serbian social life, including the complex and often misunderstood dynamics around relationships, dating, and gender roles that shape daily interactions in ways that visitors need to understand to navigate social situations successfully. Serbian social life operates according to traditional gender roles that are evolving rapidly, but still influence expectations and interactions in ways that affect how relationships develop and how foreign visitors are perceived and treated. Understanding these dynamics isn't about judgment or comparison with other cultures. It's about showing respect for local customs while building authentic relationships with Serbian people. The global reputation of Serbian women for beauty and strength has created international stereotypes that don't capture the complexity of gender dynamics in modern Serbia. Yes, physical appearance is valued and maintained with care that might seem excessive to visitors from cultures with different beauty standards. However, reducing Serbian women to appearance stereotypes misses their role as family anchors, business leaders, and cultural preservers who balance traditional expectations with modern opportunities. Dating culture in Serbia reflects the tension between traditional family values and modern individual freedom that characterizes many aspects of Serbian society. Family approval remains important for serious relationships. Extended courtship periods are normal, and marriage and family formation are still viewed as primary life goals for most people. However, urban areas offer more flexibility. International influences are creating new relationship models, and young Serbians are increasingly making independent choices about relationships and family formation. For foreign men interested in dating Serbian women, understanding cultural expectations is essential for success and respectful interaction. Serbian women generally expect men to demonstrate genuine interest through consistent attention, respect for family relationships, and understanding of cultural values that prioritize long-term commitment over casual dating. The stereotypical approach of Western casual dating often fails because it doesn't align with cultural expectations about relationship development and family formation. Foreign women visiting Serbia often find that traditional gender roles create both advantages and challenges in social interactions. The protective attitudes toward women can feel respectful and caring, but they can also feel restrictive for women accustomed to more egalitarian social environments. Understanding when to appreciate traditional courtesy and when to assert independence requires cultural sensitivity and clear communication about personal boundaries and expectations. The nightlife scene in Serbian cities provides opportunities for social interaction that range from traditional folk music performances to modern club experiences that rival anything in Western Europe. However, nightlife interactions operate according to cultural scripts that visitors need to understand to avoid misunderstandings and build genuine connections. Serbian nightlife is social and community-oriented, rather than focused on anonymous hookups or casual encounters. Marriage and family formation in Serbia involve extended family participation, traditional ceremonies, and long-term commitments that create social support networks, but also social pressures that can seem overwhelming to visitors from more individualistic cultures. Understanding these family dynamics helps foreign visitors navigate social relationships without accidentally causing offense or misunderstanding expectations. The role of hospitality in Serbian culture affects all social interactions, including romantic relationships, because Serbians view taking care of guests and loved ones as fundamental expressions of personal worth and cultural identity. This hospitality can feel overwhelming or even suffocating to visitors who are accustomed to more independent social relationships, but it reflects genuine care and cultural values that create strong community bonds. Professional and social gender dynamics in modern Serbian cities are evolving rapidly as education levels increase and international influences create new opportunities for women in business, politics, and cultural leadership. However, traditional expectations about family responsibilities and gender roles remain strong, creating complex negotiations between personal ambitions and cultural expectations that affect both men and women. Now, let's get to what you really want to know. Can you actually live comfortably in Serbia on $600 a month, and what would that lifestyle look like? The answer is not just yes, but yes with a quality of life that would cost thousands of dollars to replicate in Western European cities. Housing represents your biggest expense and your greatest opportunity for savings if you understand the local market and cultural preferences. Renting apartments in Belgrade through local connections rather than international platforms can provide one-bedroom apartments in good neighborhoods for $200 to $300 per month. These apartments often include utilities and are furnished with everything you need for comfortable living. The key is connecting with local rental networks and avoiding tourist-oriented accommodations that charge Western prices for Serbian properties. Shared accommodations in Serbian cities offer even better value, with rooms in shared apartments or houses available for $100 to $150 per month. These arrangements often include access to kitchens, common areas, and social connections with Serbian roommates who can provide cultural guidance and language practice. Living with Serbians provides cultural immersion that money can't buy while reducing living costs to sustainable levels. Food costs in Serbia create almost comical value propositions for visitors from Western countries. Your monthly food budget of $80 to $120 provides restaurant meals several times per week, fresh market ingredients for home cooking, and occasional splurges at upscale establishments. This budget allows for generous portions, high-quality ingredients, and social dining experiences that would cost 10 times as much in London or New York. Transportation throughout Serbia is remarkably affordable and efficient for a country of its size and economic development. Monthly public transportation passes in Belgrade cost about $15 and provide access to buses, trams, and suburban trains that connect the entire metropolitan area. Intercity travel by bus or train costs a fraction of Western European prices while providing scenic routes and comfortable facilities that make travel part of the cultural experience. Healthcare costs vary depending on your needs and insurance situation, but basic medical needs can be handled affordably through both public and private healthcare systems. Prescription medications cost significantly less than in Western countries. Dental care is high quality and affordable, and private clinics provide excellent service at reasonable prices. Many expats find that healthcare costs in Serbia are lower than their insurance premiums in their home countries. Entertainment and cultural activities provide excellent value, because many of the best experiences in Serbia are free or very cheap. Festivals, concerts, cultural events, and social gatherings often have minimal entry fees or operate on donation basis. The biggest entertainment expense is often transportation to events rather than admission fees, making cultural engagement accessible regardless of budget constraints. Phone and internet services cost about $15 to $20 per month for generous data packages and reliable service. Serbia's telecommunications infrastructure is modern and competitive. providing high-speed internet and good mobile coverage throughout the country. Many cafes and public spaces offer free Wi-Fi, making connectivity affordable and accessible. The hidden costs that affect budget calculations include visa fees for extended stays, occasional border runs for visa renewals, and the social expenses associated with participating in Serbian gift-giving and hospitality customs. When Serbians invite you to celebrations, bring gifts, or extend hospitality, reciprocating appropriately requires budget allocation for cultural participation. Seasonal variations affect living costs, with winter heating expenses and summer cooling costs representing the biggest fluctuations in monthly budgets. However, these variations are predictable and manageable with proper planning and energy-efficient living arrangements. The realistic monthly budget breakdown for comfortable living in Serbia looks approximately like this. Accommodation $200 to $250, food $100 to $120, transportation $20 to $30, phone and internet $15 to $20, health care and medications $20 to $30, entertainment and cultural activities $30 to $50, miscellaneous and emergency fund $50 to $80. This leaves room for savings or occasional splurges while maintaining a lifestyle that includes regular restaurant meals, cultural activities, and comfortable living conditions. The key to making this budget work is embracing Serbian lifestyle choices, rather than trying to replicate Western living standards in a Serbian economic environment. Shopping at local markets rather than international supermarkets, eating at kafanas rather than tourist restaurants, using public transportation rather than taxis, and participating in free cultural events rather than expensive entertainment options provides authentic cultural experiences while maintaining budget discipline. But living in Serbia isn't just about managing money. It's about participating in cultural celebrations and traditions that provide experiences money cannot buy anywhere else in the world. Starting with festivals that transform entire cities into stages for music, art, and communal joy. Serbian festival culture operates on a scale and intensity that reflects the national character. When Serbians celebrate, they celebrate completely, turning ordinary time into extraordinary experiences that create lifelong memories for participants and visitors alike. These festivals aren't just entertainment events, they're cultural expressions that preserve traditions, build community bonds, and demonstrate Serbian approaches to joy, music, and shared experience. Exit Festival in Novi Sad represents Serbia's emergence as a major European cultural destination, while maintaining authentic Serbian characteristics that distinguish it from commercial music festivals elsewhere. Exit transforms the Petrovaradin Fortress, a historic military installation overlooking the Danube River, into a massive music venue that hosts international artists alongside Serbian musicians. The festival combines cutting-edge electronic music with traditional Balkan sounds, creating unique cultural fusion that reflects modern Serbian identity. What makes Exit special isn't just the music. It's the combination of historic setting, affordable prices, and Serbian hospitality that creates festival experiences unavailable anywhere else. Festival tickets cost a fraction of comparable European events while providing access to world-class performances in settings that make every concert feel historically significant. The festival attracts music lovers from across Europe who discover that Serbia offers cultural experiences that rival anything in Western Europe at prices that make extended celebration possible. Guča Trumpet Festival represents Serbian musical tradition at its most authentic and exuberant. This annual gathering in the small town of Guča attracts hundreds of thousands of visitors who come to hear traditional Serbian brass music, performed by musicians who treat their instruments like extensions of their souls. The festival combines music competition with massive communal celebration that lasts for days and transforms the entire town into a living expression of Serbian cultural identity. The trumpet music at Guča isn't just performance. It's cultural communication that expresses emotions, tells stories, and creates communal experiences that connect participants to centuries of Serbian musical tradition. The musicians often come from families where musical knowledge has been passed down through generations, creating authentic cultural preservation that maintains traditions while allowing for creative evolution and personal expression. Serbian Orthodox holidays provide opportunities to witness religious traditions that combine spiritual devotion with community celebration in ways that create inclusive cultural experiences for respectful visitors regardless of their personal religious beliefs. Slava celebrations, where families honor their patron saints with elaborate meals and traditional ceremonies, demonstrate Serbian approaches to family, faith, and community that provide insights into cultural values that shape daily life throughout the year. Christmas and Easter celebrations in Serbia follow the Orthodox calendar, creating unique cultural experiences that differ from Western European religious celebrations while maintaining spiritual significance and cultural traditions that connect modern Serbians to their historical roots. These celebrations often include traditional music, special foods, and community gatherings that welcome respectful visitors who want to understand Serbian cultural and religious traditions. New Year celebrations in Serbia extend for days and include both Western-style parties and traditional Serbian customs that create unique cultural fusion experiences. The celebration combines modern party culture with traditional hospitality, creating events that feel both familiar and exotic to international visitors. Serbian New Year hospitality often means that visitors who arrive as strangers leave as friends with invitations to return and participate in future celebrations. Local festivals throughout Serbia celebrate everything from wine and food to traditional crafts and regional cultures, providing opportunities to experience authentic Serbian culture outside of major cities and tourist areas. These smaller festivals often provide more intimate cultural experiences where visitors can interact directly with artists, craftspeople, and local families who maintain traditions that preserve Serbian cultural diversity and regional identity. The music culture that underlies all Serbian festivals reflects the country's position at the crossroads of European and Middle Eastern musical traditions. Serbian folk music, pop-folk fusion, traditional orchestral arrangements, and modern interpretations create musical diversity that provides a soundtrack for celebrations that range from intimate family gatherings to massive public festivals that attract international audiences. But festivals are just one aspect of Serbia's cultural richness, which extends into natural beauty and historical sites that provide endless opportunities for exploration and adventure without requiring major budget investments. Serbia's natural landscapes offer diversity that seems impossible for a country of its size, ranging from flat agricultural plains that stretch to the horizon to dramatic mountain ranges that challenge serious hikers and casual nature lovers alike. These natural areas provide opportunities for outdoor adventures that cost almost nothing, while delivering experiences that commercial adventure tourism companies charge thousands to provide in other countries. Tara National Park protects some of Europe's last remaining primeval forests, with hiking trails that lead through landscapes that have remained unchanged for centuries. The park includes the famous Drina River House, a tiny cabin built on a rock in the middle of the river that has become an international symbol of human determination and creativity. Hiking in Tara costs only the park entrance fee of about $3 and provides access to trails that range from easy walks to challenging multi-day treks through wilderness areas where you can hike for hours without encountering other people. Uvak Canyon represents Serbian natural beauty at its most dramatic, with meandering river curves that create landscapes so spectacular they seem almost artificial. The canyon includes hiking trails, boat tours, and wildlife viewing opportunities that provide world-class natural experiences at local prices. The griffon vultures that nest in the canyon cliffs offer wildlife viewing opportunities that attract nature photographers from across Europe. Đerdap National Park, located along the Danube River where it forms the border with Romania, combines natural beauty with historical significance that creates educational and recreational opportunities for visitors interested in both nature and culture. The park includes the remains of Lepenski Vir, one of Europe's most significant prehistoric archaeological sites, alongside hiking trails and river activities that provide diverse experiences within a single destination. The medieval monasteries scattered throughout Serbia provide opportunities to experience religious art, architecture, and spiritual traditions that have been preserved for over 800 years. These monasteries often occupy spectacular natural settings that combine cultural and natural beauty in ways that create profound aesthetic experiences. Many monasteries welcome visitors who show appropriate respect and interest in learning about Orthodox traditions and Serbian religious history. Serbian mountain regions offer hiking, skiing, and outdoor activities that provide alternatives to expensive Western European mountain destinations, while delivering comparable natural beauty and recreational opportunities. Kopa Onik and Zlatibor Mountains include ski resorts, hiking trails, and mountain villages that preserve traditional lifestyles while providing modern amenities for visitors who want to experience Serbian mountain culture. River activities throughout Serbia include rafting, fishing, and boat tours that take advantage of the country's position in the Danube River basin and its numerous tributaries. These water activities often cost a fraction of similar experiences in Western Europe, while providing access to pristine natural areas and wildlife viewing opportunities that have become rare in more developed countries. The spa culture in Serbia reflects the country's geological diversity, with natural hot springs that have been used for healing and relaxation for thousands of years. Serbian spas often combine traditional healing approaches with modern spa amenities, creating wellness experiences that provide both relaxation and cultural education about traditional Serbian approaches to health and well-being. Adventure tourism in Serbia remains largely undeveloped by international standards, which means that outdoor experiences retain authenticity and affordability that have been lost in more commercialized adventure destinations. Local guides often provide personal attention and cultural insights that large commercial operators cannot match, creating adventure experiences that combine physical challenges with cultural education. Getting around Serbia to experience these natural wonders and cultural sites requires understanding transportation systems that prioritize affordability and scenic beauty over speed and luxury, creating travel experiences that become part of the adventure rather than just methods for reaching destinations. Serbian transportation operates according to principles that value human connection and scenic appreciation over mechanical efficiency, creating travel experiences that often prove more memorable than the destinations themselves. The railway system, though slower than Western European standards, provides comfortable seating, large windows, and routes that showcase Serbian landscapes while connecting major cities and tourist destinations. Train travel in Serbia costs a fraction of Western European prices while providing access to dining cars, sleeping compartments, and social interactions with Serbian travelers who often treat long journeys as opportunities for conversation, card games, and shared meals that create temporary communities among strangers. The Belgrade to Bar Railway, which connects Serbia to the Montenegrin coast, is considered one of Europe's most scenic train routes, passing through mountains, gorges, and landscapes that provide continuous visual entertainment. Bus transportation connects every Serbian city and town through networks that prioritize affordability and accessibility over luxury amenities. Intercity buses often include air conditioning, comfortable seating, and frequent stops that allow passengers to purchase local food, stretch their legs, and interact with local communities along the routes. Bus stations in Serbian cities serve as informal community centers where travelers can purchase snacks, get travel advice, and observe daily life in different regions. Local transportation within Serbian cities relies heavily on trams, buses, and trolleybuses that provide efficient and affordable access to all neighborhoods and attractions. These systems often use older vehicles that create nostalgic transportation experiences while providing modern functionality and reliability that makes car ownership unnecessary in urban areas. Monthly transportation passes cost about $15 and provide unlimited access to entire metropolitan transportation networks. Taxi services in Serbian cities are regulated and affordable, with rates that make occasional taxi use budget-friendly for travelers who need direct transportation or assistance with luggage. Many Serbian taxi drivers speak multiple languages and provide informal tour guide services that include recommendations for restaurants, attractions, and cultural experiences that aren't included in typical tourist information. Car rental in Serbia is affordable and provides access to rural areas and natural attractions that are not served by public transportation. However, driving in Serbia requires understanding local traffic customs, road conditions, and navigation challenges that can make car rental more complicated than public transportation for casual visitors. Rural roads often provide spectacular scenic drives through landscapes that reward careful driving and frequent stops for photography and exploration. International transportation connects Serbia to neighboring countries through bus and train networks that make regional travel affordable and accessible. Border crossings are generally straightforward for tourists, though processing times can be unpredictable and require patience and proper documentation. The affordability of regional transportation makes it possible to combine Serbian travel with visits to neighboring countries without major budget impact. Walking culture in Serbian cities is well developed, with pedestrian areas, parks, and walking paths that make foot travel both practical and enjoyable. Serbian cities often include extensive pedestrian zones, where walking provides the most efficient transportation while offering opportunities for window shopping, people watching, and spontaneous social interactions that enhance cultural understanding. Cycling infrastructure in Serbia is developing but remains inconsistent, with some cities offering bike-friendly roads and rental options, while others require more caution and flexibility for bicycle transportation. Rural areas often provide excellent cycling opportunities for experienced cyclists who can handle varied terrain and road conditions. Now that we've covered how to get around and what to see, let's address the practical concerns that determine whether Serbia is actually safe and livable for foreign visitors. Because understanding healthcare, safety, and educational systems helps you make informed decisions about extended stays or permanent relocation. Serbia's safety record for tourists and foreign residents is excellent, with crime rates that compare favorably to Western European countries, while maintaining social environments that feel secure and welcoming for visitors who show appropriate cultural respect and awareness. Violent crime is rare, petty crime is uncommon in tourist areas, and the cultural emphasis on hospitality means that locals often go out of their way to help foreign visitors navigate unfamiliar situations. The reasons for Serbia's safety include strong family and community structures that create social pressure against criminal behavior, economic stability that reduces desperation-driven crime, and cultural values that emphasize protecting guests and maintaining community honor through good behavior toward visitors. Additionally, Serbian cities maintain visible police presence and effective emergency response systems that provide confidence for residents and visitors alike. Healthcare in Serbia operates through both public and private systems that provide different levels of service and amenities, but maintain good basic standards for routine medical needs and emergency care. The public healthcare system provides universal coverage for Serbian citizens and legal residents, while private healthcare offers faster service and more comfortable facilities at prices that remain affordable by international standards. Emergency medical care in Serbia is professional and competent, with ambulance services, emergency rooms, and trauma centers that handle medical emergencies effectively. Major cities have hospitals with English-speaking staff and modern equipment that provide excellent care for serious medical conditions. The biggest healthcare challenge for budget travelers is navigating insurance requirements and payment procedures rather than quality of care. Prescription medications in Serbia are widely available and significantly cheaper than in Western countries, making medication management affordable even for visitors with chronic conditions requiring ongoing treatment. Pharmacies are numerous and well-stocked, and many medications that require prescriptions in other countries are available over the counter in Serbia. Dental care deserves special mention because Serbian dental services provide excellent quality at fraction of Western prices, attracting medical tourists from across Europe who combine dental treatment with vacation experiences. Many Serbian dentists trained in Western European countries and use modern equipment and techniques while maintaining prices that make extensive dental work affordable. Mental health services in Serbia are developing but remain limited compared to Western standards, particularly for services provided in English or other foreign languages. However, the strong community and family support systems often provide informal mental health support that helps residents manage stress and emotional challenges through social connections rather than professional intervention. Educational opportunities in Serbia include public and private schools, universities, and professional development programs that serve both Serbian citizens and international residents. The University of Belgrade and other Serbian universities offer degree programs taught in English, providing educational opportunities for international students at remarkably affordable tuition rates. For expat families, international schools in Belgrade provide education following American, British, or international baccalaureate curricula, though these schools are expensive and may not be accessible for budget-conscious families. However, Serbian public schools provide good basic education, and many expat children successfully integrate into Serbian educational systems while gaining valuable multilingual and multicultural experiences. Adult education and professional development opportunities in Serbia include language schools, technical training programs, and university continuing education that provides skill development and cultural integration support for foreign residents who want to build local professional opportunities or simply enhance their cultural understanding. The legal system in Serbia operates according to continental European legal traditions and provides predictable and fair treatment for foreign residents who understand and follow local laws and regulations. Most legal issues that affect foreign visitors involve visa requirements, employment regulations, or civil matters rather than criminal concerns. Personal safety for foreign visitors requires the same common-sense precautions that apply in any urban environment, plus cultural awareness that helps avoid misunderstandings that could create uncomfortable situations. Understanding appropriate dress, behavior, and social customs prevents most problems and creates positive interactions with local communities. Finally, let's cover the practical details that determine whether you can actually stay in Serbia long enough to experience everything we've discussed, because visa requirements, residency options, and bureaucratic procedures affect everyone who wants to spend significant time in this remarkable country. Visa requirements for Serbia vary significantly depending on your nationality, with citizens of many countries receiving visa-free access for tourism stays of 30 to 90 days. United States, European Union, and many other nationals can enter Serbia without advance visa applications, making initial visits straightforward and allowing time to explore longer-term staying options while experiencing Serbian culture firsthand. Tourist visas can often be extended through local police stations or immigration offices, providing additional time for visitors who want to explore Serbia more thoroughly or who discover opportunities for longer-term stays. However, extensions require proper documentation, fee payments, and compliance with administrative procedures that can be complex for visitors unfamiliar with Serbian bureaucratic systems. Temporary residency permits provide legal status for foreign nationals who want to stay in Serbia for extended periods for employment, study, family reunification, or other approved purposes. These permits require documentation, health examinations, background checks, and administrative procedures that can take several months to complete but provide legal security for residents who plan to stay longer than tourist visa periods. Employment-based residency requires job offers from Serbian companies willing to sponsor foreign workers through the permit application process. Many international companies operating in Serbia hire foreign employees, and the growing technology sector provides opportunities for skilled workers who can contribute to Serbian economic development while building international careers. Student visas and residency permits are available for foreign nationals accepted into Serbian universities or other educational institutions. The relatively low cost of education in Serbia makes study-based residency an attractive option for international students who want to gain European educational credentials while experiencing Balkan culture and learning Serbian language. Digital nomad and freelance work options in Serbia are developing, as the government recognizes the economic benefits of attracting international remote workers who contribute to local economies while bringing international income into Serbian communities. However, the legal frameworks for digital nomad residency remain complex and require careful navigation of tax and immigration regulations. Banking and financial services for foreign residents require residency permits and documentation that tourist visitors cannot provide, creating challenges for longer-term budget management and local financial integration. However, international banking services, money transfer companies, and informal financial networks provide alternatives for foreign residents who need to manage international income and local expenses. Language learning opportunities in Serbia include formal schools, private tutors, and community-based programs that help foreign residents develop Serbian language skills that enhance cultural integration and professional opportunities. Serbian language learning is challenging for English speakers, but provides access to deeper cultural understanding and broader social integration. Housing arrangements for long-term foreign residents often require local guarantors, advance payments, and documentation that tourist visitors cannot provide. However, the expat community in Serbian cities often provides informal networks that help newcomers navigate housing markets and connect with landlords who understand foreign resident needs and documentation limitations. Work opportunities for foreign residents depend on Serbian language skills, professional qualifications, and understanding of local business cultures and regulatory requirements. The informal economy provides some opportunities for English-speaking residents, but legal employment requires proper permits and compliance with Serbian labor regulations. Cultural integration for foreign residents happens gradually through language learning, social participation, and understanding of Serbian customs and traditions that govern daily interactions and community relationships. Successful integration requires patience, cultural humility, and genuine interest in understanding Serbian perspectives and values rather than simply enjoying Serbian affordability and convenience. Serbia offers something increasingly rare in our globalized world: authentic cultural experiences, at affordable prices in a country that welcomes visitors while maintaining its distinct identity and traditions. The combination of low living costs, rich culture, natural beauty, and genuine hospitality creates opportunities for travel and living experiences that simply don't exist elsewhere in Europe. Your $600 monthly budget in Serbia doesn't just provide survival. It provides access to cultural experiences, natural adventures, social relationships, and personal growth opportunities that would cost thousands of dollars to replicate in Western European countries. More importantly, it provides authentic cultural immersion that money alone cannot purchase anywhere else. The challenges of living in Serbia are real and shouldn't be minimized. Language barriers, bureaucratic complexities, cultural adjustments, and economic limitations require flexibility, patience, and realistic expectations about what budget living can and cannot provide. However, for visitors who approach Serbian culture with respect and genuine curiosity, these challenges become opportunities for personal growth and cultural understanding that prove far more valuable than material comfort. Serbia's transformation from a country defined by its traumatic recent history to a nation building its own future provides front-row seats to one of Europe's most remarkable recovery stories. Participating in that transformation, even as a budget traveler or temporary resident, provides perspective on resilience, community, and cultural values that challenge assumptions about what constitutes success and happiness in modern life. The relationships formed through Serbian cultural immersion often prove more lasting and meaningful than those created through expensive tourist experiences because they're based on shared experiences, mutual respect, and genuine cultural exchange rather than commercial transactions. The Serbian friends you make will likely remain part of your life long after your budget travel adventure ends. Your Serbian adventure teaches lessons that extend far beyond travel and budgeting into fundamental questions about what makes life meaningful, how communities create resilience, and what authentic cultural experiences actually feel like in our increasingly commercialized world. Serbia provides answers to these questions through lived experience rather than theoretical discussion. Comment below if you're ready to discover Europe's most authentic and affordable cultural experience, and share your own stories about finding meaningful travel experiences that don't require unlimited budgets. Serbia is waiting to share its stories, traditions, and hospitality with visitors who approach its culture with genuine curiosity and respectful appreciation for what this remarkable country offers the world.